Okay, let's do an example on how to find the weight of cans. So rather than use the ones I had small, medium, and large, but I also in my closet have tiny ones, little tomato paste cans. And so I went and measured those. So I've got the diameter and height just like I do for the others here. So the first thing you're going to do is you want to find the volume of this can. Okay. So I'm going to find the volume of this can, like how much will fit in it. And so I'm going to use my volume right here. This is the volume of a cylinder, which is what I've got here. So I need to use this, but it's going to be easier if you first convert these into, and you can do this all at once if you want, but I'm going to write these down. So this is 2.0625, and I'm just doing this easier to put it in, and then I'm going to do the same thing down here. 3 divided by 8, 3.75. So 3.375. I haven't changed anything. I'm just trying to make my life a little bit easier for putting into the calculator. And depending on the calculator, it depends on whether this is even necessary. So what do I need down here? I need pi. I need r. I don't have r, I have diameter. So this is going to be, when I come to do this here, I'm going to have my pi times 2.065 divided by 2, right? Then this is what is squared. There we go. I'm like, where's the equation menu? Lost. Oh, for Pete's sake. And then times the height, which is this 3.375. And the whole reason I'm writing this out is simply to make it a little bit easier. I like having a physical thing as I'm going to go do this. And this is it. So I'm going to do 2.20. That's not what I just wrote. Okay, 2.0625 divided by 2. Okay, and then I am going to square that. Okay, so that's what I've done right here. I took 1/2, I squared it. I'm going to times it by pi, and then I'm going to times it by 3.375. So then 5.6379 here. 5. I'm just, because I'm not going to delete it. This is the volume. And given that my thing says 6 ounces, hey, but this is in inches, in cubic inches, right? But I want this in pounds. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to now times it by the conversion factor. So I'm going to times this by my conversion factor right here. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to do times 0.036129.5. Okay, and then I can see 0.2036. So then each of my cans weighs 0.203696 pounds. And just kind of for thing times 16, it's 3 ounces. So it should have been 6 ounces. But again, I told you I'm kind of going by that. But it's giving me a rough estimate here. Okay, now I'm going to take this and I have 10 cans. So obviously I could continue doing this. I would have left this in my calculator and kept doing it, but this is actually pretty easy because since I used 10 here, this times 10 is just going to move the decimal place. 2.036 pounds would be my total weight of 10 cans. Okay, so to do this, you're going to first find the volume of the can in question, and then you're going to convert that from cubic inches, which this is going to give. So this is going to give you cubic inches. You are going to convert to pounds using this conversion factor. Okay. And you can write out the fraction if you want, but since you're just doing one, all you're doing is timesing by this. It's going to go on the top because 1 inch to this is over that. This inch is going to go on the top. They're going to cancel. You multiply by it. You're going to get this answer. Then you're going to times it by how many ever cans you have. So in your case, because you have 3 different ones, you're going to have 3 different conversions, multiply them by the number of each of those cans, then add those. But hopefully this gives you an idea of how to do this. If this is one of mine, this would be the first answer, and then I'd find 2 more times for if this was small, medium, and large, add up the 3, and that would give me my total weight.